Sports to the Bone family, what's up, what's up? A blessed morning to you all. Yes, man, I just want to say shout out to you guys, wherever you are joining us from. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning. Just want to give thanks and praise for life. All right, so two stories to talk about in this one. We see where the West Indies women, they were actually knocked out of the ICC Women's World Cup last night by Australia. Yes, my viewers and subscribers, end of the road there for the women. We also see where West Indies great Sir Andy Roberts, he's saying that he was actually suggesting that it might be time for CWI to think about getting outside help when it comes on to preparing pitches in the Caribbean, because what we are getting now is an embarrassment, and it seems as if we are behind where the science of preparing pitches these days is concerned. So we're going to take a look at a few things that he had to say in this interview. Yes, man. But before we go any further, guys, just hit that subscribe button if you are yet to subscribe. Give the video a like, man, and drop a comment. Turn on the post notification bell, so when we drop a video or go live, you can know what's happening. All right, so as I said, we were kicked out of the ODI World Cup last night by Australia. Don't know if you want to say we were played out, we were kicked out or whatever, but the girls, that was as far as they were able to go. They were convincingly beaten by the Aussies last night. So, I think the game was cut down to 45 overs. I think it was because of rain. I saw a little bit of it, but I didn't watch the entire game. You understand? And maybe it was for the best. Now, Australia batted first and they got 305 for 3. Yes, you heard me right, for 3. 305 for 3. Usually we could depend on our bowling to bail us out, but not last night at all. It was carnage left, right, and center. The bowlers were taken to the cleaners. Yes, man. Everybody got beaten last night. It was boy, you can say that we got a teaching, we got a lesson last night. And I don't want to bash the ladies because they went as far as the semi-final. The issue is that, you see, because we know we have so many talented players. Well, we have a couple of talented players in the team that hasn't really performed throughout the World Cup. That is why it is so hard for us to take. If it was the case where all the senior players that we know, are capable, were able to perform, and then we got beaten still, then we would be okay with it. But we went through the World Cup and a couple of them did not turn up at all. They didn't turn up. I think Australia, they were able to put on an opening partnership of over 200, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe about 216 they got before they lost the first wicket. And it wasn't good. Let's just put it that way, my viewers and subscribers. It wasn't good. You understand? Haynes, she got 85 at the top of the order there, and Healy got 129 off 107. So you can see that the girls maybe were looking all over the place, wondering where they're going to get a wicket from, or wondering when they're going to get a chance to come off the field. You understand? It wasn't too good. It wasn't too good. But as I said, they got into the semi-finals just by a toe, or by a toenail, if you want to put it that way. So they could almost say that why, they are actually lucky to make it that far. Where the bowling is concerned for us, Henry got 2 for 51, Connell got 1 for 45. Now Ramarak and Captain Taylor, they were demolished, my viewers and subscribers. They went for a whole lot of runs. You understand? So 305 for 3. Most of our bowlers were extremely expensive. When it came on to the batting now, we were not able to do much. DeAndre Dutton got off to a start. Maybe one would have expected that. All right, tonight is the night where Dutton going to stand up and give us a century. Didn't work. Her start turned into 34 off 35. Basically a runner ball, and when she was dismissed, it just started there. You understand? Matthews got 34. Stephanie Taylor got 48. Apart from that, nobody else really got any score. You understand? It seems as if double figures were very, very difficult to come by in that game. So we were actually bowled out for 148 within 37 overs. Yeah, man, Australia won the game by 157 runs. So Australia march on. Courtney Walsh and his ladies will be heading they're not going to be heading to the finals, or so that is basically it where we are winning that trophy is concerned for us. After beating New Zealand and England, we were probably harboring thoughts that, yeah, we might be able to pull off something special, but the inconsistency of the players throughout the tournament really did not help us at all. Even when we were able to beat New Zealand in the first game, it's not like all the players turned up. We had a tremendous knock from Matthews. I think she got over 100 in that game. Then England, we were able to get them. But as a team, we weren't able to really put together a couple of good performances that could basically say, all right, we deserve to be there. But at the end of the day, it's semi-final, and we a lot of persons probably would have predicted semi-final for them. I was thinking they could have gotten to the semi-finals, but when I saw the fixtures and saw that New Zealand and England were going to be the first two teams, and I started to panic. However, they got past them, and then this is what happened. The lose to Pakistan, that really shouldn't have happened. You understand? Even though we still made it through, that shouldn't have happened at all. But it is what it is, my viewers and subscribers. That's one of them things there. All right, so I know we're at the end of we know that the test series is done and dusted, but persons are still talking about the pitch, the two pitches, one in Antigua and the one in Barbados, right? And when certain people come up and talk, it's very hard not to listen. And Sir Andy Roberts was speaking, and the basis of his argument is that maybe we need to bring in outside help. Yes, my viewers and subscribers, that is where our cricket is at now, where we might need to bring in outside help to help sort out the pitch. I was saying that we might need to get international experts to prepare pitches around the Caribbean. Now, he's quoted as saying the time has come to maybe hire outside help to prepare pitches from the Caribbean. He's saying this because we probably need to catch up on the scientific aspect of preparing pitches these days. And as I said, this would have come after the two shocking pitches that were prepared for the two first test matches against England. So it's really tough. He's saying that the region, it's not up to par regarding the science of what is happening around the world as it relates to preparing pitches. So say Sir Andy, so we might need to get outside help to come and see if they can, help us deal with this thing here. So he actually suggested a couple of places. He was saying maybe somebody from Australia, somebody from New Zealand or South Africa to come and lead a team as curator to really get things up and running. You understand? He said that according to him, it was extremely boring, or it is becoming boring to watch our pace bowlers toiling away on pitches that are not actually offering anything at all. So you find that that is what happened in the first two tests. According to him, the ground creator, he's sympathizing with them in the first test at Antigua, as too much cricket was being played on the ground, according to what Sir Andy Roberts said. And I think on one of the live show we heard one of the guests saying, I think it was Mr. Lover saying that a lot of cricket was being played on the surface leading up to the game, which was not very good. And it's the same thing Sir Andy is saying. He can't even to not the curators, because you find that a lot of cricket was being played leading up to the series, which wasn't too good. So what do you guys think about this? Do you all like the idea of getting somebody that is up to par with pitch preparation, or what? CWI could probably invest in something like this. I mean, it would help us regionally, and it would also help us at the international level. I don't know if it would be a case where they would just hire these guys to come in to prepare pitches for ICC international games, or we would have them on retainer and budget. So they would work in the Caribbean, prepare pitches for the different regional championship, senior cup games and things like that. I don't know, I just throwing it out there. But when these guys, Sir Andy would have been there and done that as it relates to bowling on some of these surfaces. So, I too agree that something needs to be done. You know, the players, the batsmen, they are not able to really face much challenge and surfaces here. And sometimes we see that they are not even performing well on flat pitches. So it's very difficult for them to perform when it comes to international standards. So I definitely think that we need to get the pitches sorted out, whether it is international person. Well, I don't know if we need international persons to do it, or we need to maybe send a few persons over to Australia, South Africa, wherever it is. I don't know if they're offering courses or just to do a little work along with some of them guys over there and see what is happening. Is it that we need certain, I don't know. I don't know. I would have helped to prepare pitches before, but that would just be for some little club games. So it's not international standard, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and if you don't know what you're doing, I don't want it to seem as if all of a sudden our curators don't know what they are doing. But let's just leave it at this. The pitches, we have to improve. We definitely have to improve. We have to improve. We don't want the embarrassment, you understand? So let's just leave it right there. We have to improve. Whatever it is CWI going to do to improve, then we need to get it done. Zin, big up on yourself, my peeps. I'm out.